Oh, it's very strong. Like, you would think that since it's electric, it wouldn't be able to put as much torque or power out, but it works just as good as any gas-powered saw.
The power is the same whether it's up close or all the way extended out. I've used the same battery. I've not had to recharge it, and I use it all day.
There are some pretty significant issues using gas ones. You have to maintain the power head, clean the air filter, spark plugs, all that. The Milwaukee, you can just throw a battery in it and go.
You're not breathing in the fumes. Oftentimes I have to use it when I'm in the bucket. And when you're in the bucket and you're in the canopy, you have this enclosed space. If you don't have those fumes, it just makes it so much more pleasant to work.
I was using a red brew on a job, and after just a little bit of grinding, we realized that the teeth were pretty dull, so I said we're gonna rotate them. And then as we were checking the teeth, there was a couple of them that were actually kind of loose, and there was a couple broken ones and some dull ones. So if you're gonna replace teeth or rotate them, just make sure you're doing it right. Or if you're not sure how to do it, have your crew lead do it. Just because if a tooth comes off of a grinder, that could be really bad. They shoot off really fast. Don't know where they're gonna go. Just, yeah, could be really bad. So just double check, make sure everything's tight before you start grinding.
Clean.
And clean, yep.
So Ron, we're gonna wanna grab a saw.
Okay. Oh yeah, break up the pieces more.
So, well, for when we get down closer to the ground, we're gonna need a saw. So this would be a good opportunity for me to show you, chainsaw operation. We're gonna use a 362 on the ground because it's not a very big tree. So this right here,
Yeah.
is a 362. On our trucks, we have a 150, a 192, a 200, a 362 or a 462, a 500, and then a 660.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to memorize that. The lower the number, the smaller the saw.
Yeah.
The bigger the number, the bigger.
Right.
Okay. Most of the time, you're going to use a 200 or a 500. I'm going to show you the 10 safety features of a chainsaw.
Okay.
I don't expect you to memorize them now, but
Over time.
yeah, within a week.
Within a week.
Yeah. So 10 safety features of the chainsaw. First of all, you can use two hands. That's one safety feature. You have the left hand guard and right hand guard. A chainsaw is a right-handed tool. Two hands, left hand guard, right hand guard, chain brake. You'll see some people who will take this hand and release the chain brake, or put the chain brake on with this hand.
Yeah.
You don't do that. It's always this or this.
Right.
Okay. The reason is because if the saw is running and you go like this and you miss, you could be putting your hand right into the chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Anti-vibration spring. Moving parts cover. There should be a spark arrestor also on the muffler.
Okay.
Chain catch. If the chain
it
were to
breaks.
come off, yeah,
Okay.
if it were to break loose,
Right.
this will catch.
Nice.
Throttle interlock. Notice I can't throttle it if
that's
I
true.
don't do the throttle
So if
interlock.
your hand slips, it'll.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
On off switch. Here's where you fuel, right? So
Gotta
we
top
need
it
to
up.
get some fuel. So go ahead and grab the fuel out. Other side.
Yep.
Whenever we're fueling up, you always fuel and oil at the same time.
Right.
So this is already mixed, right?
Yeah, right.
So this goes in, and you can see where it says fuel plus oil.
Right.
This is already a mix.
Right.
That goes in here. I'll show you one time. You got to press this green button.
Yep.
But I wait. So press the green button when it's on the ground away from your face. In hot weather, this could spew out
Gas. Yeah.
some gaseous liquid,
Right.
And if your face is down next to it, it'll spray you right in the
Yeah.
face. So we're gonna release some pressure,
Cool.
then I put it in there, and then I release it.
Right.
You do it. Hi, good morning.
Hey, Loki, out there. Buddy! Sorry, man.
No, you're good.
He's friendly.
No, I believe it.
Grab the oil. So when you're doing the oil, I like to clean this out a little bit. Get some of
Yeah,
this
just so it
debris,
doesn't fall in there.
detritus out of there. Yep. You have to be aware, people are really sensitive about spilling oil and gas on the ground, especially
I believe it.
when it's raining. You can start to see, like, it's pretty obvious when you spilled. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. You want that 200? You sure it's not too much power for you, bro? Or like, you think you can? Oh yeah. They switched out the chain brake on a couple of different saws, and I had that problem. Yeah, it's like they put a new one on there. Yeah.
At least not away, right?
Nope, it's locked. That's weird. It's good and tight on there. Chain brake works great.
Yeah, fantastic.
you can't unbrake it.
Yeah.
Hey, here's another thing. Don't hand him a cold saw.
Prime it. I get it.
Yeah. Now,
I'll prime it.
also you don't have chainsaw pants on, so really
Right.
you shouldn't be operating a chainsaw even to just start it. Here's another thing is when you start up a saw,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a motorcycle. You don't start up a saw and then instantly start riding a wheelie, right? You don't open that thing wide open.
Right.
Let it warm up a little bit. You'll see a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll start up a cold saw and then they go whap, 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 whap.
Not
You
good.
kill saws that way.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and put this one back into V4.
Okay.
V4 is over here. So B for bucket, C for chip truck.
Gotcha.
Ron already broke a piece of plywood. That's coming out of his check. Oh man. We take such good care of these things too. We'll leave this here. We're gonna pick this stuff up, take it out, and then move it over so we can have a little spot to drop. It should be noted how Arne is headache. See how he's dropping everything with the butts all facing the same way?
Yeah.
That's next level stuff. Yeah, I mean, if he was kind, he'd have the butts facing the other way, but I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I mean, he's been in the grapple for the last 3 weeks, so he's lost his touch. All right, we're gonna ship this stuff up.
Yep. Okay, turn it
It'll
on.
start itself.
Did you just...
You've driven a car before, right?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna let it warm up for a second.
Yeah.
So I'll do it this time.
Yeah.
Later we'll have you do it. But
Okay.
basically it goes like this. It's
Right.
spring loaded, so you have to hold it.
Right. Otherwise it'll...
Yeah. And then listen to it. Now it's spinning. Okay. Rev it up. Nope, no. Nope. Press and hold it. Alright, now let go. Now you can see. Idle it down. Okay, you just hold it for like a second.
Oh, just 1 second.
And then once you hear it, then you can let go.
Oh, okay, for sure.
This, push it down and hook it in. There you go. All right, now turn it off. Hey, those ear muffs, they only work when they're over your ears.
Yep.
Because that'll crunch your ears. So let me show you a couple of things that we can talk about now that you've seen them.
Okay.
So obviously you kind of want to feed things in and get out of the way.
Right, yeah.
If you were to watch their safety video, the way that you're supposed to do it is feed in, roll out.
Oh, okay.
Because stuff can come whipping around this way.
Right.
There's going to come a time when we're feeding logs in. When you feed those logs in, you don't want to have your hands under or over
Right.
or on the sides. You want to close your fists and push in if you're going to do that,
Okay.
or use something else to put
shove
it
it.
in, okay? And be mindful of this too. That stops the feed wheels.
Vermeer uses a red bar down here at the bottom. This thing, it's kind of the curse of many crew. They compare it to other chippers that don't have it. But if you've ever read the news, you've probably heard about tree workers unfortunately getting sucked into a chipper.
Okay, yeah.
That's a panic bar.
Yep.
Same thing with this one. This will reverse the wheels,
Yeah. I saw
okay?
that.
So in the middle, it stops it. Push reverses, pull forward, starts it.
Starts it going.
If
okay.
they don't start running on their own, you press this green button.
Okay.
That'll override.
Right.
So if I get sucked into the chipper and it's starting to kill me and you want to finish the job and I'm pressing the panic bar, press this green one and it'll override
Right.
me.
Yeah.
It'll just chip the rest of me. Just
Okay.
make sure you use a lot of bleach because blood's hard to get rid of. The customer wants something that he might be able to turn. Yeah. So when we start getting down into some meaty stuff, if you see that there's some good wood, let's
nice-
save a few chunks.
a
He
nice
says he wants
burl.
them as long as they are wide.
Yeah, that's a good start though. It's not a big lace, so that's perfect.
Oh, okay. So, do you want me to cut that down at all for you?
that's
Clean it
good.
up at all? Because you also have a knot right there.
Actually, the knot's fine.
How many would you like?
Let's see how far down you get.
What are your plans for the spot?
I don't know, that silver maple that's got the chunk of bamboo next to it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put that back in the corner. It's growing like a 1.5 or 2 feet a year.
They'll do that.
Yeah.
If that one's gonna grow really fast. How can I put this politely? They're not good neighborly trees. Because it's gonna do that, and it produces a lot of foliage every year. But yeah, those get really big really fast. They're beautiful trees though. When they quake a little bit, that's why they're called silver maple. The underside of the leaves have a silverish kind of, yeah. They do this thing called vegetative propagation, where if a piece breaks off and lands in a wet enough piece of dirt, it'll just start growing a new tree.
Is that just with the silver maples, or is that maples in general?
Just the silvers.
Just the silver,
Yeah.
interesting.
Hey, proper lifting techniques.
Yeah.
That's a 2-man lift.
Underneath the barn, it's kind of raw. So it looks pretty good.
Yeah, maybe just,
Split it.
yeah.
The way you start this, between your legs. You want any of that?
Yeah, if any of that's solid.
So, we're gonna step cut these.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you how to do a step cut. I want you to do that right here. Start up the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Introduce the chain right here. Actually, just saw right through it.
Just saw right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Put it between your legs.
And that.
Nope.
No.
Yep. So it's like this to start it.
Oh, it's just that. Okay.
Yep. No, no, no.
I'm having trouble here. Figure. Okay.
Put it between your legs. Right hand here. Pull.
Gotcha. Okay.
There you go. Yep. What I don't like is, this isn't a misery whip. It doesn't need to go like that.
Yeah.
See these dogs?
Right.
Set them in there, watch. See how once you set them in there,
It just
the
goes.
saw does all the work
Right.
for you.
Okay.
This one looks pretty solid too.
Maybe as long as it is wide and then split it.
this is the work you do.
I'm just showing you some of the little stuff I've turned.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Piece of
Oh,
black
yeah.
walnut.
I just told him he's got a customer if he sells them.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Is that from this wood?
No.
That looks
Let me see
curly.
if yeah, that's curly and it's vaulted.
Yeah.